Welcome back to another Longshot StarCraft 2 broadcast. I am your host, Longshot.
And I am Kaleido.
We're going to be dual casting this Game 3 between BadMofo and Erock. So, Kaleido, Game 1.
Yes, indeed. Erock took Game 1. Or, no, BadMofo took Game 1.
That's
I
right.
believe. And then Erock took Game 2, so it's coming down to the wire. We are here on Belshire Beach, and they are spawning cross-position.
Yeah, and this is one of the local GSL maps. Awesome. I love these GSL maps. I mean, they're just so pretty, honestly. They just look gorgeous.
Absolutely. This map is so well designed as far as visuals go. I don't agree with some of the larger, like, really open outside expansions. It's so scary to place an expansion there. But, I mean, visually, this is such a gorgeous map.
I definitely, like... I just, it's funny. The first time I was playing on this matchup, I thought the water, you weren't able to walk on it. so I was like, oh man, this is gonna be like an air map, And then all of a sudden I see this army come across the map, and I'm like, oh gosh, what's going on here?
Yeah, it is weird, StarCraft 1, a lot of island maps, a lot of stuff like that where, you see natural obstacles that you can't cross, but we haven't seen anything like that in StarCraft 2 yet, so I'm very excited for when people decide that probably they should do that.
Yeah. Well, right now we have Erock going to be scouting out the front of BadMofo's base, kind of going around his attack path, while Mo goes around his attack path with two SCVs. I kind of wonder what he's going to be planning on doing with these two SCVs.
Yeah, I'm curious about this because either he thinks there's more than one main on this map, or we might see some kind of cheese coming out here. Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we see a proxy Rex. Oh, this is gorgeous. I mean, I think he could have placed it a little bit closer to his base, but I think it's I don't know. I mean, Erock did block off. He's got his wall up, so BadMofo will not be able to do any type of scouting in his base, while BadMofo is going to be chasing Erock's SCV out of his base. Did he get vision? Yeah, he got in easily into his base because he didn't wall off.
He's pulling a third SCV here. I wonder what we're going to see. Oh, there goes a second Rax.
Oh.
This is some serious proxy cheese we're seeing right now at a Mofo.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see this. He's already set his rally point and making his first... actually making two Marines. Already the first one's about to head back down to that area. And now the thing is if Erock put his SCV on the other watchtower, he would have seen this. He would have seen the other Marine come down and, just take the other watchtower, and he could think, all right, what's coming? Why would he take this? What would be the purpose of it? But And that's another thing. You really have to fight for those watchtowers to really see what's going on around the map.
Yeah, it's super important, especially on a map like this where like the attack paths are pretty clear. It's definitely super important to have that. But let's talk a little about Erock's build here. We saw him go gas first, He went tech lab on his factory. He's going to get tanked super quickly here. Probably research siege as soon as he can afford it, which should go down very soon. But he's already building a siege tank. I don't know. I don't know if this this 3 racks at the front Marine push is gonna work at all against this. Yeah, it actually might be very scary.
He can put that tank, even if the tank doesn't have the. I mean, actually, what I should say is that if the Marines come in and push, the tank could be up on the high ground and pop shots off at them. And either way, they won't have vision up there. So this push is kind of. Why did he already say I lost?
I think he realized probably he can't get in the base, and he has a lot of Marines outside that are not doing anything. Oh, and he just got scouted out, so he probably realized this.
Yep. So, like I mentioned before, the tank is up on the high ground. He's going to be putting up his supply depot, going to be walling in, and he is not going to be able to do a lot of damage. Here comes the tank, going to be popping shots off at that and just...
Siege isn't finished yet. Can you push in?
It's almost done, and it's finished, but the push is thwarted. in my opinion, I think. So, yep, he's going to be raising up his barracks, going to be moving out. He's actually supply blocked right now. Yep, there he goes.
Gonna be turning tail here. Oh, this is just terrible. He's so far behind.
Yes,
he's gonna have to do some very well. We see a command center going down, so he's very aware that he has to do some crazy stuff to catch up here.
That is correct. And you know, even if he did have all of these racks, he still has them.
Yeah, totally. But right now, as they're floating very, very slowly cross map, he can't build any units.
No. But Erock doesn't have very many production facilities. He only has this factory and barracks. I mean, he's doing a 1-1-1 build, but he's not getting a lot of tech out.
Right. Well, that's just standard for a 1-1-1 build, especially because he decided to take siege and build a tank before he got his starport. So he spent almost all his gas doing that, and so he's trying to catch up here. But you know, I don't think this is a terrible idea. He's in pretty good shape still. You know, he has plenty of time to kind of do whatever he wants. You know, the push didn't even do like 5 damage to his front. So
yeah, but on the other hand, though, he doesn't have vision. He's not seeing what Mo is doing inside his base. He's not taking the watchtowers. The watchtowers are being taken by Mo. He doesn't have vision to know what type of attack he should implement on BadMofo. So I understand this turtling function, but maybe putting down this reactor is not a good idea. Maybe he should swap the starport and the factory and get maybe out some banshees, and that would really put the hurt on Mo.
Absolutely, but I think he's just going to get medevacs. I think he wants to support his Marines as much as possible here.
But Mo putting down 2 freaking command centers. What is going on? Like, he is really like going to be doing a risky push with this. I mean, Erock is going to have that Marine there. He's going to be seeing that. He's going to be getting his 2nd base up.
Yeah, he is going to spot the command center, but he doesn't know about the second one. And this is actually, I mean, again, since he's so far behind from waiting so long for his barracks to fly back and his initial push just failing so horribly, that I don't think this is a bad idea. You know, sometimes you got to take a huge risk, especially where he's going to land it. That's such a huge open area that it's really scary, but if it doesn't get scouted, he's going to be way far ahead.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, some sort of semi-ninja base, because it's outside of the watchtower vision, and naturally, to put the 3rd, you'd put it right next to the natural base.
Absolutely, you should be expanding along this line where your attack path is to the enemy base for sure.
And Erock is going to be getting Vikings out. Interesting tech. He did get those medevacs out. I wonder what the case is with this.
This is interesting, actually. I guess he's gonna go more mech-centric. He's gonna try to do this tank Viking stuff that a lot of Terrans do in TVT. So I'm curious, because it seems like he's really taking his time with this build. Like, he's not really macroing as well as he should be. And just kind of trying to be really safe and really turtly, and it's not going to pay off if this 3rd base starts mining here.
Yeah, once it becomes that planetary fortress, it's going to be protected for quite a bit. So, but I don't agree with this tank at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. That is a lot of resources just chilling by itself at the watchtowers.
Absolutely, I don't agree with this at all. I don't think you should ever put a tank alone anywhere on the map, just because, like, the way tanks work is you need something to buffer so they can deal damage and not take any. And this is, like, you're never going to have time, if you see a huge push coming, never going to have time to unsiege or run your tank away, so that you pretty much are sacrificing these tanks at the front for spotting, when you could just have an SCV, which is 50 minerals, and doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
Because you can just run that away as soon as you see the push come in the corner of the vision. You just run that away, send it back to mining, and you take no damage for spotting.
Yeah, and these Vikings out here are mainly for scouting. I think this is probably the most expensive scout that I have seen on StarCraft, because he did scout the 3rd, and he was looking for a 3rd base, but now he checked the 4th area.
He is going right towards this planetary, though.
Yeah, and it's too late, though, honestly. I mean, he could put some tanks there, but Mofo's got a lot of Marines and a lot of Marauders coming out and can clean up those tanks fairly quickly.
Right, he does see it though. Let's see how he reacts. He's gonna land his Vikings.
It's not even worth it. He's gonna be losing a Viking. Oh, losing that Viking is huge.
Yeah, Vikings actually are very bad against planetary fortresses. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, now he knows. But Mofo is going to be pushing out with his Marine Marauder army. They don't have Stim yet. I'm kind of surprised, but they do have 1/1 upgrades. And Mo is going to be opting to be getting this armory.
Yes, he wants to keep upgrading.
Ooh, but he is getting shot at from that tank at the Zolnaga Watchtower, but I don't agree with this. Here comes the Marauders. The Marauders are just going to be walking by to say, excuse me, I'd like to take my position here with the Watchtower.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you don't leave a tank. If you look, he didn't lose a single Marauder.
Nope.
Some of them got really close, but he did not lose a single one, and that's actually...
Yeah, the lowest one is 29
good.
health, so it's not even worth it. But he is definitely turtling too hard. Honestly, he should make a little bit more Marines, Marauders. He is throwing down 6 racks. Like, he already's got him up, but he's got a lot of tech labs and a lot of reactors. I think he's going to be producing quite a bit of bio from that army to help support these tanks at the front.
Yeah, to me this is a very strange transition, just because if you open mech, I mean, you might as well commit to it. He has a pretty high tank count. You might as well commit to this tank Viking business and just get the positioning. You can get some pretty nice positions on this map and do some serious damage, especially to this third. If he just sieged a little bit outside and controlled this whole choke, then he could be in really good shape and prevent mining at the third, and you know, he wouldn't have a problem. But he's just gonna go, like, if you see a bunch of Marine Marauder, I don't know why you would counter later with more Marine Marauder. That seems like a strange decision to me.
And he's trying so close to get to that one Marauder. Getting that vision from those
slowly
Vikings.
tank pushing to this one Marauder here.
But, oh, here we go. We've got Marines and Marauders and Medevacs pushing across the map up to the north. And going to be taking that watchtower. And still